Match number 5 would see some more championship gold put on the line. This time, the SOS tag team titles, as two of Essex Rescue's favourite stables would go head to head. We had the 8-7 in the house being represented by Harrison Leon and Oscar Mike. I absolutely love the pairing of them. They would be taking on the champions, the South London Syndicate, being represented by Tyler Walker and Jimmy Player. First time seeing Jimmy in action, so looking forward to this one. Walker would start off hitting a drop kick to Leon's knees before tagging in Player. Now, Leon at this point would hit a big suplex on Player for a near fall. Oscar Mike would get involved. So would Tyler Walker, heading up top, hitting a double axe handle onto Mike. Player would do the same, and the South London Syndicate at this point would just hit lots of double team moves on Mike, trying to work him over, but Oscar Mike would get back into things, and the 8-7 would start to work and wear down on Jimmy Player. Leon hitting a big boot at one point for a near fall, following these up with some chops. To say, the pairing of them just absolutely worked him over. They distract Mitchell, the referee, taking full advantage of the distraction as working as the heel team in this one. Eventually, Player would get back into things. He'd managed to sneakily hit a schoolboy on Oscar Mike. After Oscar Mike had hit an absolutely high elevation elbow drop for a near fall, but yeah, the Player would get the schoolboy. Both men would be down. He'd look for the tag with Player, but Leon would pull Walker from the apron, and Oscar Mike would take advantage, hitting an exploder suplex on Player. Eventually, Walker would get the hot tag. He'd absolutely unload on the pairing of the 8-7. He'd send Leon to the outside. He'd hit a suicide dive. He sent both the 8-7 to the outside. He'd hit a suicide dive, which would wipe out the pair of them. And, the two teams absolutely went back and forth at this point. The 8-7 hit a combo of an Uranagi and a power bomb, but only for a near fall, as Player would manage to save his tag team partner. They then would hit the SLS would hit the double super kick to Harrison Leon, and then they'd hit the big boot face cutter driver combination to Oscar Mike to retain their title belts. Absolutely cracking tag team match this one was. Thoroughly enjoyable. Two of the best factions in the country going at it. Absolutely pushed each other right to the very limits. It doesn't matter what combination of the 8-7 or South London syndicates go at it. You're going to get top-notch action from these from these factions, no matter who is their representatives at whatever company it's at. Now, the 8-7, the pairing of Harrison Leon and Oscar Mike, first time seeing this combination, but they worked very well together. I don't know how often they've tagged before, but they represented the 8-7 very well. The big man, not so big man combination worked very well for them. They're both very powerful individuals. They represented, as I say, the 8-7 very well. They pushed the champions to their very limits, but unfortunately, even after some beautiful teamwork, they came up just a little bit short. But they on any other day, they could have walked away with the championship gold. That's how close it was. Now, the South London Syndicate, being represented by Walker and Player, they work very well together. Player's still quite new to the business, but being thrust into a mainstream event like this, he absolutely flourished. He did enjoy himself. You could see it out there, working very hard for his tag team partner, and they worked very well together with the double teams that they did finish, or that they performed, and the finisher was just an absolute thing of beauty. If you ever get a chance to check out any of these four men in action, either of these two factions in action, no matter who is representing them, you will not be disappointed. Absolute top-notch quality wrestling from both factions, whoever their representatives are. So if you ever get a chance to see any of these four guys in action, whether it's singles actions, tag team action, however it is, make sure you go check them out live for yourselves.